When I came into office, I made a commitment that I'm going to transform the agricultural sector and modernize it. We have done 4 things in the agricultural sector. Number 1, we have registered, because you know, if you want to reform a sector, you must have the correct data. You must have information. So we were running agriculture without knowing how many farmers of avocados do we have, how many farmers of tea do we have, how many farmers of every other crop, sugarcane and everything. We have now registered 7.1 million farmers. We know farmers by name, by acreage, by the crop they grow, and everything else. That's number 1. Number 2, we have, as I told you, we have changed from subsidizing consumption to subsidizing production. Today, we have brought down the cost of inputs, fertilizer, seeds. Today in Makwiny, in Kitui here, we were distributing 100,000 metric tons of cotton seed, because we want cotton farmers to begin to grow cotton again. Number 3, we have dealt with cartels. We had cartels in the sugar industry. Ulisikia wakati moja nikisema huko Kakamega mambo ni matatu. Nilikuwa nasomea wa makateli wa huko ambao walikuwa wameleta kisirani mingi, nikawaambia mambo ni matatu. Either muhame Kenya, ama muende jela, ama muende mahali ingine. So we have dealt with those people, because kwa kahawa kwa mfano tulikuwa na mtu mmoja ako na leseni, yeye ni farmer, yeye ni miller, yeye ni broker, yeye ndiye ananunua kahawa katika coffee exchange. So we have removed the cartels from the agricultural sector. And jambo la mwisho, we have also opened new markets for our agricultural produce. We have concluded the EU market. We have the Africa Continental Trade Market. We are negotiating with America now, the American market under AGOA. And we have agreed with China on how we are going to export our agricultural products. And that is why I can confidently tell you that we are producing, we are getting more and more towards food security. And that is the plan that I have for the agricultural sector, because we not only need to export more, but we need to import less of, especially food items, like the way I have told you. My next plan is to expand the land under irrigation. That is why I'm talking about dams. That's why I'm talking about the National Infrastructure Fund, because we want to make sure that we have more water to be able to make ourselves food sufficient and to be able to export from Kenya. And then on your issue on the projects that we are launching, how do we make sure they are long term? And that is a very important thing that you have said. You know, we need to create an element of sustainability. If you build a road, how do you make sure that that road does not break down and then you have to start all over again? That's why I'm saying with the National Infrastructure Fund, you heard me announce wakati nilikuwa hapa Kitui. Nilisema kuna barabara kati ya 1,000 kilomita 1,000 ama 2,000 tutaweka kwa tolling, so that we build them using private-public partnership. So there are some roads we are going to build using public money, but there are highways that we are going to build using private sector money. And using the private sector money, ndio itatupatia nafasi ya kufanya tolling. Like for example, the expressway in Nairobi. The expressway in Nairobi was not built by government money. It was built by private sector money. But through the tolling, people pay toll, 100 shillings, 200 shillings. For 20 years, that person is going to, and that money is enough to pay whoever invested in the road, and also to make sure that the road is kept in good condition all the time. So there are major highways, and I've said the road from Mombasa to Nairobi to Malaba will be built on toll. The road from all the way going to Meru, Isiolo, the road going to Eldoret, going to Kisumu, all the major highways, we're going to build them using a toll. This month, I am going to launch the road from Rironi to Mau Summit. 170 kilometers is also going to be built using private sector money. Not a single shilling is going to be used from the government of Kenya. And then it's going to be tolled, and that road will pay itself that way. So it creates an element of sustainability, the way you have said. But we are also going to use that tolling process to raise more money to build even the smaller roads going to the farms. So we have a whole comprehensive plan, and that is why I am asking Parliament to pass the National Infrastructure Fund so that we can create a more agile fund that can support road tolling, that can also support maintenance of the roads we are building. Our patience. Thank you.
Asante sana.
The last question.
Sawa. Asante sana na karibu tena Ukambani.
Asante.
Niko na swali pia kuhusu sekta ya walimu ambapo kumekuwa na mgomo wa walimu wa vyuo vikuu miaka nenda miaka rudi. Ni vizuri pia tuelezee labda una mikakati gani ambayo umeweka ili upate hili jambo halitajirudia miaka ijayo.
Asante sana. Ni kweli tumekuwa na mgomo wa walimu wa wahadhiri, anaitwa wahadhiri ama wale lecturers. So na ugomvi wao ni CBA ya zamani. Unajua walikuwa wanalalamika juu ya CBA which was not implemented, an old CBA that was signed before even I came into office. But what I have now done is that we have organized ourselves. Like now, you will not see NAT going or KUPPET going to maandamano because we have already signed the CBA. We negotiated ahead of time. And we made sure that everybody understands what it is that we want to do. So what I have done with all the other teachers is what I am now going to do with the lecturers. The lecturers, the CBA we have signed with the lecturers has no problem. The problem was with an old CBA that was signed before we came into office. But now we have sorted it out.